Science and technology have had a huge impact on our society, and their impact is growing. The developments in this field are not only the products of people's imagination or a one-time thought process, but also by gradual improvements to earlier works from different time periods of history. Greetings everyone, we are the Group 3 of the class Prophet Jeremiah, and we will present to you our group collage in GE7 STS describing the historical evolution of science and technology during the ancient times, Middle Ages, and the modern period. First up, we have the ancient times. In this period, people were concerned with transportation and navigation, communication and record keeping, mass production, security and protection, as well as health, aesthetics, and architecture. This period chronicles the increasing prominence of human scientific development, documenting how the foundations of modern society and our conception of civilization itself were solidified into human consciousness.
Some of the most significant innovations during the ancient period is the development of first writing system known as cuneiform, which is one of the greatest contributions of the Sumerian. It allowed them to keep record of things with great historical value or their everyday life. In the latter part of history, the Sumerians were able to invent wheel since the specialized tools needed to create it were already available. The concept of the wheel went through many stages of development before it became a practical method of moving heavy things from one location to another. Another development in writing system developed by Egyptian civilization is known as the hieroglyphics. It was the language of ancient Egyptians that tells us the modern world of the history and their culture. Lastly, we have the Roman numerals, which is a form of the number system devised by the Roman civilization to address the need for a standard counting method that would meet their increasing trade and communication concerns.
The second historical period in the evolution of science and technology was medieval or Middle Ages. During the medieval era, from the year of 476 to 1600 AD, society saw an advancement in science and technology that greatly impacted the areas of health, agriculture, and economics. So the science and technology conceived from these matters were a substantial milestone in the advancement of science and technology and society. So one of them is a printing press, which was invented to address the need of publishing books that would spread information to many people at a faster rate. This invention soon evolved to be a mechanical printing press, which was eventually used all over the world.
Another invention in the Middle Ages is microscope. The history of microscopy begins as far back as 11th century when planar convex lenses made of polished beryl were used in Arab world as reading stones to magnify manuscripts. The third one is telescope. Since the Middle Ages was also known as the age of exploration, the need for nautical inventions was high. The invention of telescope was great help for navigators to observe remote things during this time. And lastly are the war weapons. Since wars were widespread during this period, great innovations in weaponry also occurred. During these many conflicts, new ways of waging war were developed. Many of these new weapons not only helped to turn the tide of battle, but changed the way that warfare was fought, in many cases forever.
In the study of science and technology and society, the modern world spans from the 1940s to the present day. This period has seen and will continue to see extensive changes in society that are driven by politics, religion, and essential events calling for significant developments in science and technology, which has given society the life it gladly accepts today. The development of the telephone by Alexander Graham Bell was one of the most important inventions at this period. This allowed day-to-day decisions to be addressed as the fastest time possible. Another is the development of kerosene, which established the petroleum refinery industry. Today, petroleum is used in powering automobiles, factories, power plants, and many others.
Another important invention in the modern era is the creation of calculators, which not only paved the way to compute more complicated equations, but also resulted in the development of computers and other complex processing machines. And lastly is the process pasteurization, which was invented by Louis Pasteur, wherein dairy products are heated to kill harmful bacteria that allow them to spoil faster, so that they can be stored and consumed for a longer period.